Okay, so a while back, the government had a thing where they said they'd go ahead and give you some free COVID tests. Now, I know COVID's kind of died down a little bit, but you know what? A lot of people say it's coming back. Okay, so for me, it was like, you know what? I don't want to not have test kits, and I still test every now and then, to be honest with you. Maybe once a week or every 2 weeks, just to make sure everything's cool, you know? I feel a little headache, I don't feel quite right. Like, tests, it's really, really worth it, you know, because that new COVID BA2 is out there. I know for a fact in my little island town of Key West, the hospital does get people in there with this newer version of COVID, you know, so it is really out there. People are masking less, protecting themselves less. So it's something to think about. Now, what surprised me is originally they said you could not reorder more of them. Not true. You can, okay? And this is what they sent me. This is the new test kit they sent. And check it out, guys. This is different. I'm really kind of surprised what this is. Check it out. This is a different kit altogether. This is kind of like 4 kits in one box. Okay, and we're going to unbox this right now and check it out. Now, looking at the box, I don't even know if this is like retail ready. Like, I don't see a retail ready barcode even. So I think this is made particularly for the government to send out to people. This particular kit, this one kit here, does have 4 test strips in it. Okay, so 4 times you can test. And again, this is actually my second round. So before I got the iHome test kits, which you can go back in my queue and see that video and a few videos about the iHome product, okay? This is different. This is something really different. It looks like this is, you know, for FDA emergency use only, blah, 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 blah. Got a phone number there for it. Nothing too different about the actual packaging, but it just isn't like a retail store kit. Let me go ahead and open this up here and we'll check this out together. I may have to rip into this. I don't have my scissors handy, so let me just try and peel off the little sticker here and we'll show you what's on the inside of this particular 2022 new free government test kit. Here we go. Let me go ahead and open this up. And inside here, looks like we got some instructions. I'm not going to do a COVID test right now. I just recently did one, and I was negative. But if you want me to do this in the future, I can do one on camera so you can kind of see the process. It's pretty standard. I think you guys are probably pretty good with doing test kits now. You get the little sterile swab, you get the little tester strip, you get the little tube with the chemical in it, all the good stuff, a little tube holder. That's kind of interesting. It talks about washing your hands. Talks about sticking it up your nose. Basically, I tend to stick up there a little longer than needed. They say 5 spins per nostril. I tend to do about 20, tell you the truth. I really want to make sure my test is good. And then you stick that in the little tube, you spin it around 10 times, right there, 10 times, all right? You pull it out, and then you put 3 drops, or actually, oh wow, in this case, this one was 4 drops. That's kind of interesting. 4 drops on the little tester, and then basically you'll have a control line and a test line. Now, if both lines light up, you have COVID, okay? If only one line, the C line, lights up, that means you have a functioning test. It worked, but it's negative, okay? So 2 lines is bad, 1 line is good, okay? And it does say read about 20 minutes, okay? Which is interesting because most test kits are either like 15 minutes for the eye health or 10 minutes for the other one, the yellow one. If you go back to my queue, you can see the different brands, but it's like those are the 2 main times. So I'm really surprised. This is the first test kit I've seen that requires 20 minutes. So maybe it's more accurate. Maybe it's just, you know, cheap from the government and it requires more time. And right here it does show, so the negative result would be the line on the C. Okay, that's like just proving the test kit worked, line on the C, and a positive result is both lines showing, okay? Now, they do say if you see like 1 line and like a faint second line, that's still a positive result. So what I'd recommend doing, okay, if you get that, would be go ahead and use another test kit, maybe like the next morning, you know, or give it a few hours and try again. And just make sure, and you should probably see 2 lines if you're really positive, you know? And if you get the T line lit up but no C, that means it was a negative test. Like the test itself was incorrect, it was bad, it was defective, something. You really need to have that control line, the C line, to actually show that the test kit did work, okay? Now inside here, we'll just show you real quick. Looks like inside here we have these little packets. This is the actual test kit. Now I'm not going to open this up right now, but this basically has little vials with the solution. This is this little thing right here, okay? Little vials with a solution, and it just have 4 of them in here. I want to keep it fresh. This is, well, you know what? This is Ziploc. I didn't notice that. I'll go ahead and open this up. Let me show you real quick. I like to keep these tests good, so that way if I do have to do a test for reals, they're still good, but you can see it has a little Ziploc bag here, and you can see inside there, there's a little test bottles. So just like that with a little solution. And then in here it looks like there is a number of these, and it does have a little stopper too that you can put on top of the actual test. Okay, so you can put that to kind of clog this up, but the solution's right here in it. Some of the newer ones I noticed are putting the solution in a second container, and you have to put it into the little plastic test tube thingy yourself. But I do like the fact this is kind of cool here, how you can actually zip lock this up. See the little zip lock? You can zip lock it up for freshness. So I do appreciate they did that. That's a nice little touch. Also looking in here, looks like we have the little actual test strips. This is what you put the drops onto. That is this little guy right here, okay? And that's what's in these little containers here. 4 of those. And they also give you 4 of the little cotton swabs, okay? And this is what you diligently stick up your nose and spin, okay, to get the sample on, okay? And then that you put into the tube, and then you take the tube and you drip it onto the container, okay? Again, I have several videos back in my queue that actually show this whole process, and if you want me to do one of these live on the air and record it just so you can see the process, let me know in the comments below or shoot me a message and I'll make a follow-up video down the road. But I've done several videos of me making COVID tests, and they're all negative. Like, I've never had a positive COVID test on camera before. So anyway, guys, but I did want to show this whole set to you here, and this is a little holder. You can put your little sample vial in, okay? So kind of cool they give you that. But this is just a new test kit, and I've never seen them send out like a 4-in-1 test kit like this. So I just wanted to kind of show you on YouTube like what this is all about. If you guys have any questions, I do have a lot of experience with COVID testing. I've had so many tests, guys, through work and everything else. Like, I've been doing tests, God, like lately it's been like at least 1 a week, sometimes 2 a week during the height of like COVID earlier in the year. And even last year, before these were available, my workplace was having me tested about probably about once every month or so, or every 3 weeks, twice a month, something like that, like every other week. It was quite a bit. You know, I kind of lost track. The first 1 or 2 times it was like, ooh, novelty getting a COVID test, but then after doing it for a while, it's like, oh God, another COVID test. All right, stick it up my nose, you know, like kind of used to it. So anyway, guys, I hope you've been COVID free. I'm always curious COVID stories, so if you have a COVID story to tell, put a comment down below or shoot me a little message or whatever. But I'm here to help you guys. If you have questions on how to use these kits, let me know in the comments below, or go back and check my other videos, because I do have a number of videos doing these self kits, you know, live on the air or whatever, recorded on the air, and you kind of see the process as a whole, as gross as they might be. All right, friends, thanks for watching. Again, you can reorder more test kits for free from the government. Yeah, so I'll have that information in the link below, and I also have links for Amazon to actually buy some from Amazon if you need to, if you prefer to go that route, because it does only allow 1 of these per household, and that's not per person, that's per household, per whatever. And originally I thought it was going to be like monthly, but I tried reordering after the first month and it was like, we're sorry, your household's already gotten one. So I couldn't actually reorder until later, and I was delighted when I could find I could order another one, and they even more shocked when they sent this other type of test kit. So really different, kind of surprising. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Order those test kits.